It's a long pending agenda as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Sangh Parivar is concerned, and Uttarakhand, it seems, is opening up the doors to implement that long pending agenda. The UCC, or the Uniform Civil Code report, the draft report, and the final submission of the committee that was given multiple extension, that report could be submitted by the 2nd of February and could be tabled at the Uttarakhand Assembly by the 5th. Pushkar Singh Dhami, the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, has made that news official. He tweeted about the details of what Uttarakhand was planning as far as the Uniform Civil Code Committee report was concerned. Now, why is this important? Because Uttarakhand is becoming the first state to come up with its own regulation as far as civil code is concerned, where personal laws governing various communities will now no longer be available on issues of marriage, on issues of adoption, inheritance, and also divorce. This has been, the critics of this move have always called this an attempt to bring in a majoritarian view and try to impose it on the minority communities. But the Uttarakhand Chief Minister has said this is only an attempt to codify and ensure that rights of women, rights of children are protected. Gujarat has already made it clear that they will move in next. Once Uttarakhand tables this report in their assembly, Gujarat could become the next state where this becomes, a law of the land. Now, initially, there were ideas proposed that this happens at the level of the central government, that the central government comes up with a uniform civil code. But the BJP, it seems, has decided that state governments have the power and therefore they can go ahead and formulate their own state-specific civil codes, and that's the route they are taking. Why? Because there are also problematic areas where communities are averse to a uniform civil code. There are pockets, for example, in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, the tribal community there have their own personal laws and they do not want their personal laws to be tinkered with. Similar is the situation in the northeastern part of the country as well. In the northeast also, the tribal communities there have their own set of codes, own set of laws in which they operate as far as issues of marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption goes. This is not really just limited to Muslim community alone. And that realization perhaps played a role when this decision was taken by the higher-ups, that if the state under the framework of the constitution have the power to come up with their own rule, why do we stop them from doing so? So Uttarakhand has taken the first step. More than 2 lakh respondents, we are told, has spoken to the committee which was formulated and given multiple extensions. We are told that, and this is what the draft report indicated as well, that after taking in views of people on the issues of marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, this committee has come up with a formulation as to what is the best way forward. So on the 5th, a special session is being called from 5th to 8th. A special session is being called of the Uttarakhand Assembly. In all likelihood, it is in this session that the report that is submitted will be tabled. Once it is tabled, it will be debated and discussed upon, and that will just pave the way for this to become law as far as Uttarakhand is concerned. It's a big move as far as the Uniform Civil Code is concerned. Of course, there will be opposition rule states where this will continue to be spoken against, and this is a time when we are looking at Lok Sabha elections. So what impact will it have as far as BJP's election campaign goes ahead of 2024 elections? That is also something that we have to wait and watch. But that confirmation that Uttarakhand is one step closer to having its own uniform civil code is being given, that confirmation being given by the Chief Minister himself.